It's hot. What's your favorite Lotro class to play? Well, I'm so glad I asked myself, because that's what we're talking about today on Weird Gaming Adventure. So, tuck in your shirts, stop yelling! It's video time. You may be new to Lotro, or maybe you've come back from a long break and you want to know what's a fun class to play while still good at soloing. Well, I'm not a salesman, but I will say the answer is all of them. I'll be more specific. Now, there's one rule to this video. Well, it's more of a statement than it is a rule, but it's that the word fun is subjective. Only you can determine what is fun, but I'm going to try to plant some fun seeds in there. See, that wasn't a rule at all. But first of all, we're gonna talk about Hunter. The Hunter in Lotro is a strong ranged class with excellent survival skills. Their ability to stealth, mez, fear, lay traps, evade, parry, it can make them invincible where some of the lighter classes have difficulty. They have unmatched travel and tracking skills and an out-of-combat run speed bonus, which makes them the perfect class to level up with. Let's get a little specific. Let's talk about the red line, the Bowmaster. Most hunters choose this trait tree simply because it has the highest DPS option. I mean, who doesn't like killer DPS? The line is the most effective for stationary play or raids that require little running around as you gain buffs while just standing still. But guys, it's nice to melt down your enemies. I don't know about you, but I can't stand still. I've got to be able to move, so I like the blue line. We're talking about fun here, the Huntsman line. Hunters that are required to be on the move will always use the Huntsman line. You gain a buff while moving. Kiting. Kiting is extremely fun. Blue hunters kite extremely well and regain power better than the red line peers. This is a great survival mode. The next class that we're going to talk about is Brawler. Brawler is a hand-to-hand fighter who jumps into the fray and brings fists to a sword fight. And by God, do they do well. If you like the idea of throwing a pint of ale across the territory and then jumping in to punch the enemy in the Adam's apple, then Brawler is the class for you. It has a high survivability, which is a plus because dying is the opposite of fun. They use METTLE to activate buffs and other high damage skills. Now, full disclosure, I've only leveled my Brawler to level 27, so I'll skip the recommendations as to what lines to go up. I will, however, be doing a video on Brawler shortly and let you decide what's best for you. You can see where I fail, you can see what I'm learning. Obviously, it's not going to be a how-to guide, but you'll get the idea. Oh, here we go. Champion. My champion is my main, and that says more than I can. But since you're listening, I'll keep talking anyways. No matter how many alts I create, champion is always my favorite. Has the best AoE of any class and the ability it has the ability to wear heavy armor, and they probably speak better than I do. Champions are extremely versatile and useful in any situation. Oh, and fun. They're fun. Now let's talk about lines. The red line DPS champion Berserker build. Now, I prefer single target damage, so I choose the red line with a two-handed weapon. You'll still have some AoE to punch with, but unless you go absolutely crazy, you won't really need it. I prefer the satisfaction of watching my target drip out. If you prefer the killing of multiple mobs, then you'll want to use the yellow line, aka the Deathstorm build. I mean, the name alone is fun. Fire yourself out of a cannon, run into mountains of mobs, and mow them down. Okay, so I'm not much into the world of wizardry, but Runekeeper can be an absolute blast. Fire is super fun. You literally melt Middle Earth as you eat pies and sample ales. Maybe you want something completely different. Well, Warden has some of the same benefits as Hunter does, with being able to teleport, and also they're harder to kill, but they're also melee focused and take more effort to play well with their attack combos and how they work. But the added complexity is a bonus in the fun department. there you go. There is our fun and class suggestions if you wanted to ride solo in Middle-earth. If you like the video, like the video. Subscribe for weekly Lotro. It's Lotro, right? Some people say, oh, you're pronouncing it wrong. It's Lotro. I'm sorry, I must have passed out when you were passing out your copy of the Lotro acronyms. I say it's Lotro and a lot of people believe with me. But if you want to subscribe, we would love it. You get videos weekly, probably better than this one most of the time. I am Joshua with Weird Gaming Adventure, and we at Weird Gaming Adventure, we love you in a weird way. We'll see you in the next video, my kin. That's sweat. That is... I have the air conditioner going 66.